Hey, what's up, everybody? And welcome to another Friday Live with Dr. K. If you are here, you're simply going to learn how to make more money working less. If this is something that you have been looking for, then definitely you're going to be in the right place. How to make more money working less. That's more profits, more money, more wealth, more time freedom, all of those things. That's what we're going to be sharing with you all today. I'm going to share with you the secret insights to actually how to make that actually a reality. So if you're joining me for the first time, welcome into the Friday Live with Dr. K. I am a government contracts expert. I help high-level entrepreneurs actually scale their business to multiple seven figures and beyond with the method and strategies of doing government contracts. So over the past few years, I've actually helped a handful of small business entrepreneurs just like you crush lucrative seven-figure, multiple seven-figure, even multiple six-figure contracts, which gave them more profits, more time, more money, and all of those different things. So you're definitely in the right place if this is what you want to learn. So as you're joining in, let me know where you're located, what type of business services you have, because today I'm going to break down to you the simple formula and a little bit of method of how you can actually make a ton of money and get a ton of your time back, right? So type 1 in the chat if you're here and that's what you want to learn. You want to know the secrets to being able to make more money, more profits, more wealth, and have more time freedom to spend with the people that you say you love the most, right? So type 1's in the chat if that's something that you want to learn. So I'm excited. As we close out the year, of course, everybody's always here at this point. It's like looking for new ways to grow. Hey, Charlie, new ways to grow, new ways to become a better version of themselves, how to make more money, how to position, what they're going to be doing differently in the new year, right? So this is definitely something that anybody can do if you take action. If you're an action taker. If you're not an action taker, this is not going to be for you. If you're the type of person that make a lot of excuses, this is definitely not going to be for you. If you don't know your worth or don't believe that you're so much valuable, then how you currently are selling and exchanging your services, this is definitely not going to be for you. But if you are a high-level entrepreneur who's making some money in your business, you already have some momentum going, and you want to know how to scale that without burning yourself out, without working harder, without spending tons of hours trying to figure it out, then you're definitely in the right place. Because I'm going to give you all those that tip. So we're going to jump right into it. So, hey, Handra. Hello, Shirley. And thank you for posting those ones in the chat. So I'm actually going to share my screen today because we're going to do a little bit of math. Okay. One of the most important things that most entrepreneurs are unwilling to do is the math, right? Because in order to make more money, you got to be willing to do a little bit of math so you can see what that is going to look like for you. It's really all a math equation. Whether you want to make multiple seven figures, multiple eight figures, nine figures, or beyond, is really about doing the math and working yourself into that formula. So I'm going to share my screen and show you some math that actually works of how you can actually make more money in less time and at the same time get more time freedom back for yourself. While you're able to grow financial free prosperity, business, right? So let me see. How do I, share my screen. So give me some fireballs in the chat. If you can see my screen, you should be seeing a grid right here. We're going to do a little bit of math right now. So let's just say you have a six-figure business already. So let's just say, and this math can work for you regardless of where you are in business, but let's just say on average, I'm going to use some very conservative numbers. Let's say on average, because maybe you're a high-performing entrepreneur, you know how to hustle and grind and do some gritty things to grind to grow your business to multiple six figures. So let's say on the bottom line, on the bottom end or the bottom spectrum of your six-figure business, you're making about $200,000 a year. Okay. So there are three types of customers that you can land. How many types of customers are there? Type that in the chat. I want to make sure that you are listening. and that you are paying attention to the things that I'm getting ready to say, because this stuff can really change your life when you take action on it. So how many types of businesses are there? Type that in the chat. All right. So type of customers that you can acquire. Okay. So let's just say, I don't know, Charlie, what service do you provide? Or Handra, what service do you provide? Let me know in the chat the type of services that you could provide, because I can use you guys as an example. But if not, I'm going to take training, right? Leadership and development training coach or consultant. I'm going to take that as an example, right? So let's just say there's 3 types of businesses, customer acquisitions, or different types of clients that you can actually acquire. So 3 types of clients, and that includes 1, regular paying clients. So these are the regular paying clients. I'll just put PC, regular paying clients. These are clients that probably pay you by the hour, any upwards of $20 to $50 an hour. These are like the regular paying clients. Typically, if you're operating at the B2C business level. So on my YouTube channel, I have a past video that I did about the 4 levels to business. You can go, I don't have time to get into it in this particular training, but go check out that video. It's called the 4 levels of business, and it explains like B2C, B2B, B2C square, and B2P. It'll explain the 4 levels of business, and you'll have a better understanding of what this here means today. So you have your regular paying clients. You have, aside of your regular paying clients, the next level, you have mid quality clients. I'll just put QC. So you have regular RPC, you have mid MQC, and then you have your premium, right? Your premium clients. These are the premium value customers, so PVC. So these are ideally the 3 types of customers that you can acquire during your customer acquisition process. So let's just say on a high level, I'll just put it over here so I can have more room. You're making, or your goal, let's say your goal, okay, is to make $200,000 this year. Maybe you want to add that to what you're already doing, right? Because this works for you if you're already having some momentum and it's already making some money. So if you want to increase your bottom line or your profit margin by $200,000, here's some ways that you can do that. And I'm going to show you the ways based off regular customers, based off mid-tier paying clients, as well as premium value clients. And so you can actually see the difference between which client gives you the most time back, plus is going to give you the most profit margin increased on your bottom line. So we have here $200,000. Let's just say that is your aim. Okay. So in general, let's say, I think a good number, hourly rate. Let me ask for you all, what would you prefer to get paid for your hourly rate? Charlie or Jacqueline or Handra or anybody that's watching, what is your base pay? Like worst case scenario, what would you like to get paid for an hourly rate, a fair, equitable hourly pay? Let me know in the chat. Type that in the chat. All right, so let's just say I'm going to go with this number, $50 an hour. So let's just say $50 an hour. Now, if you're not getting paid at least $50 an hour, like if you put $20 or $30 or $40 or whatever, if you're not getting paid at least $50 an hour, then there's definitely a disconnect between who you believe you are, right? Like you don't know your value. And stick with me and I'll show you exactly how to increase your value and your belief in yourself. So Francesca says $60 an hour. That's good. Okay. So we're going to go with this mid number of $50 an hour. Okay. So I said we'll go with the $50 an hour. Let's just say $50 an hour. In order for you to take a $50 an hour service and make $200,000 or an additional $200,000, you need to put in 4,000 hours. 4,000 hours, right? When you break that down into the month, that's about 333.3 hours a month. And that breaks down to about 83.3 hours a week. Okay. So at $50 an hour, in order for you to hit your financial goal of adding another $200,000 to your business, you got to put in 4,000 hours for the year. Okay. 300 hours for the month. So if you were working 4, 8, 12, 6, so if you were working, ideally, let's just say you had a traditional business model, right? If you were working like 40 hours a week, then you're maxed out really, unless you're working super overtime. Like you're actually maxed out at 4, 8, 12, 6, 160 hours working 48 hours, which means that you have to do twice that of a full-time employee in order to really hit that goal. This is how, but some people are able to do that, right? Because when I was working at this particular level, I mean, I was working 50 to 60, maybe even 70 hours a week, right? Which put me closer to that hustle, right? But in this particular mode, like it's a hustle, it's a grind, right? You got to work really hard. Like we're talking about up early in the morning, going to sleep late at night, doing that type of work, right? It's a lot. Okay. You with this business model, it's going to be really hard for you to have time freedom when you know this is the way that you have to do it, right? And so let's just say you have one client, well, you charge $50 an hour. That's 4,000 hours a year. That's 333 hours over the month. That's 83.3 hours for the week. That's 16.6 hour days. Breaking it down to the days, that's 16-hour days. Now, lawyers and doctors and people who are in certain industries, this is the type of work that they do, that they put in, type of hours that they have to put in that are making six figures, right? That's a lot of work, right? But when you want to make more money in less time, so let's just say if you want to scale at this particular rate, you want to scale that to $500,000 or $1 million business, you also have to scale how much time is tied, right? So here your time is heavily connected to the amount of money you can make, right? You have so many hours in a day. You have limited hours in a day, which limits the amount of money you can work, right? Unless you start duplicating yourself, right? There's different things that you can put into place to start duplicating yourself, which means that you're hiring other people, which is going to increase your overhead. And you still got to work hard because then you have all these other things, these other factors that come into place, right? But this is what it can look like for you, right? Realistically, this is what it can look like for you. So let's just say, let's hop over and let's say you're mid-tier, right? So this is the regular paying clients. So your mid-tier paying clients, let's say, what did I name them? Mid-tier MQC, mid-quality MQC clients. Let's just say your mid-tier clients, maybe they're B2B, maybe there are other businesses that you're looking to serve. Let's say a suite number is a good $150 an hour. So you've 3x'd your hourly rate in working with mid-tier clients. You're 3x'd the hourly rate. So basically, in order for you to hit that same $200,000 increase in your business profits or even your business revenue, now it only requires how many hours? 1,330.3 hours a year, right? So the higher the paying the client, the more quality of the client, the less work you have to do. Are you following me? Put some fireballs in the chat if you're following me, right? So now we have 1,333 hours a year, which breaks down into 111.1 hours per month, which is very realistic, y'all. Very realistic, which is 27.7 hours per week, right? So now we're talking about less than part-time. We're talking about a little less than part-time, right? Talk about part-time work right here to make the same amount of money. And then how many hours per day? That breaks down to 5.5 hours per day, right? I mean, I don't know about you, but that sounds realistic, right? For a mid-tier type of business that's growing and scaling, and in order to increase their business revenues from where they are to an additional $200,000, they just got to put in an extra 5.5 hours a day, right? That's realistic and that's fair. Even if you started with zero and you want to have a multiple six-figure business and you know that you're going to get paid $150 an hour for the 5.5 hours a day, and it's going to lead you to that a little under $250,000 a year, that's good, right? So you have more time, more freedom, and all of that stuff. But here's the thing. It breaks down to, this daily rate breaks down to about $825 a day, right? Now watch this. The daily rate for this breaks down to about $830 a day. This is the daily pay. You get paid this per day, right? Not much of a difference between 16.6 hours than it is from 5.5 hours. Not much of a difference in the daily rate, right? You get paid just nearly about the same. The only difference is you get paid 3 times more than you got paid over here on your hourly rate. So now you get 3 times your time back, right? So the more premium value the client is, the more you actually get your time back. Are you following me? Let me know if you're following me. Now I want you to watch the difference between regular paying clients, mid-quality clients, and premium value clients. This is the PVC. I want you to watch this closely, because when I understood this mathematic equation, like, it was the game changer for me, and it changes everything. Like, it changes the way you do business, how you show up for yourself. It changes how you think about your business, the value of what you have to offer, all of those things. Like, it literally, it changes, right? And so let's just say premium value client. There are only 2 top paying clients at premium value in the world that exists. Number 1, corporations. Corporations are premium value paying clients. And the number 1 biggest purchaser of business products and services in the world, who pays exponentially above corporations, is the government. Okay. So government contracting is the most lucrative business model that you can infuse into your small business. Okay. So let's just say that same premium value customer, you want to make the same, $200,000 a year. Let me share some things with you, right? Premium value client. Let's take this same, I'm going to take Kim Ali, who is my, one of my clients. Her first contract with the federal government was for $23,000 for the hour. Okay. For the hour. Yes, I did say that, for the hour, not $50, not $150, but $23,000 for the hour. Right. So we're talking about exponential growth into your business by making one move. Okay. So just for number sakes, because I like to use whole numbers, right? For number's sake, let's just say it's $25,000 an hour that you're getting paid with this premium value client. Now, this is a scenario for training, but this scenario could be for whatever it is that you do. The scenario could be for, let's see, notary signing, like notary, believe it or not. It's just all about how you set it up. Yeah, you can do $25,000 in a single hour. Yeah, absolutely. So it could be for whatever, janitorial, for cleaning, for construction, for contracting, for trades, for, public relations, for outreach, for whatever, like even for like copywriting, marketing and all that stuff. So let's just say $25,000 for the hour. Okay. Now this breaks down to, $25,000 for the day, right? So already, for the day, right? And your day is 1 hour. So your day is 1 hour, but let's just say this was her day, $25,000 for the day. Okay. Now let's look at this. Now it only takes 8 days. Watch this. 8 days a year to hit your target of $200,000 increased revenues in your business. 8 days, right? So you look here, it takes how many days is it? 1,330 hours. You divide that by 1,330 hours. You divide that by 24 hours, and that's going to give you how many days you have to put in. So let me bring up a calculator really quick. Let's see. Calculator. You take 1,330 hours divided by 24 hours in a day. That's about 55 days. It's 55 days. It's 55 days, right, in order to hit that target. And this one, you take 4,000 hours, 4,000 hours, divide that by 24 hours, and that's 166 hours. That's 166 days. So that's 166 days, right? So here you have 166 days that you got to put in, right? Grunt work in order to hit your target. Here you've already reduced that by 2/3, right? You do 2/3 less of the work to make the same amount of money, right? That's 55 days. That's like a little over a month of work to hit your financial target, right? Here we have 8 days. Somebody type 8 in the chat, right? 8 days at this premium value pricing. It only takes 8 days to hit that, right? So the scenario is it's 5 hours a day, 5 hours a day, at $500 an hour. So that's like $2,500. So here's a scenario: 5 hours a day. So it's the same amount of hours that you got to put in virtually or roughly that you put in with the mid-quality clients, same amount of hours, but you get paid more. The value is more. So when you break this down, you're getting paid about $500 an hour, which is about $25,000 a day, right? Same amount of hours, getting paid more, but guess what? Now you have 300, let's see, how many days do you have left? So 365 days in a year minus 8 days. You still have 357 days of your life back. More time, more money. That's how you increase. Now, doing business with the government is the fastest, quickest, most efficient, effective way of making more money and getting more time back. You get both, more money, more time, right? And at the same time, the benefits is time freedom. You get to create wealth, and you have 357 days left that you can duplicate the same thing that you've done, right? So say like your goal is to make $200,000, but now you have, let's just say 8. So in 8 days, you do this in 8 days. So basically you do a day a month, right? For 8 months, and you off for the rest of the year. You can do that, right? Let's just say that. But if you duplicate that, then you have one contract. Hold on. I don't know what happened to my pen here. You have one contract that's 8 days, and your goal is never to go over maybe like 21 days or whatever for the year. You just want to work 21 days out of the year. You want to work a month out of the year, right? Total, right? So you have one contract that's bringing you in $200,000. You have another contract, 8 hours, that's bringing you in $200,000. 200,000, sorry, not 2 million, but $200,000. And then you have another contract that's bringing you in $200,000, right? So that's 8, 16, 24 hours for 24 hours of your time. Like this is blowing my mind. I don't know if it's blowing your mind. Is this blowing your mind? Put some fireballs in the chat if it's blowing your mind, because this is realistic. These are realistic things. I've seen this happen. It's happened for me. It's happened for my clients. It's happened for colleagues. Like literally, this is time freedom. Like for everybody that's not doing this yet, I'm just like, I'm scratching my head. Like, why are you not getting this? Why are you not doing this? Truthfully, right? So it's like for 24 hours of your day, 24 hours goes by every single day. Every time you wake up and go to sleep, 24 hours, it's a brand new day. It's going to happen with or without you, right? Why not position yourself to get money within that 24-hour period? So you have 8, 16, 24 hours, total of 24 hours, right? And how many hours are there in a year? Let me just do the math. So there are 365 days in a year times 24 hours. That's 8,760 hours for the year. 8,760 hours for the year. Look how you bought your time back. Look how much time you have when you're just spending 24 hours of your day to not only just land 200,000, but you've multiplied this to 600,000. Now you have over a $500,000, more than a $500,000 business that you have grown and scaled profits by, right? Just spending 24 hours of your time. So I don't know who this is for, but if you've been on the fence about should I do business with the government, let me think about it, right? If you got to think about that and these numbers, this is not, don't do it. This is not for you. This right here is for the people who were designed by purpose to actually become the next first generation or next generational wealth creators. This is for people who are ready to receive wealth. It's not for anybody who's okay with where they are and they don't understand math and they don't understand the value of doing business with the government. It's not for you. Like this, you gotta work on you first, right? And it's okay. It's not your fault because we've all gone through the miseducational, misdirectional institution called the educational system that has dumbed us down. I read a book, look it up on Amazon. It's called Dumbing Us Down, right? It talks about, it reveals, like this is an ex-teacher and he's a Caucasian teacher. He's revealing how the educational institutional system, especially in Black and brown communities, was designed to dumb you down so that you stay stuck where you are, so that you become and continue to be the people who pay the most in taxes, which is the poor. Poor people and middle-class people, right? It's the same thing, are taxed the most because of lack of information, lack of knowledge, and they think everything is a scam. And like that, we were designed, like, it was intentional, right? But it's until you actually get yourself in a community with people who know the truth. It says scripturally, the Bible says the truth shall set you free. You shall know the truth, right? Which means you got to be willing to know and to learn and to be open to receive it. And the truth shall set you free. I didn't say that. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. It's a scripture, right? And so we were designed to look at these things like, oh, let me think about it. What you got to think about? Why did you start your business, right? That means you don't understand your purpose. You don't understand why you started a business in the first place. You don't understand who you are and the power that you have, right? To grow and scale and to be a change maker and a generational curse breaker and all that stuff, right? So if you don't understand that, this is not for you. Go spend some time educating yourself to really understand who you are as a person. Because until you understand your purpose and your power, this is not for you. This is not, everybody was not meant to go to the top, right? It says the poor will be with us always. That's also in the Bible. Some people will always remain poor because as soon as an opportunity comes to them that's going to show them how to get out of their situation and the circumstances, they're talking about thinking about it. They're talking about, let me ask my spouse if I can figure out how to get rich. What you got to ask your spouse, why you got to figure out how to get rich. Like, it's not your fault. There's no by any means, because I used to be that person and I was poor for a very long time until someone like me said, you know what? I see you make all the excuses and all the reasons of why you should remain where you are. But what reasons do you have to change? And I said, you know what? I only live once. I have a lot of dreams deferred. I have a lot of things that I want to do for my children and leave for my children's children's children. The scripture says that a wise man, he leaves an inheritance for his children's children. And when we're talking about man, we're not talking about physical male. We're talking about human beings. We were designed to have wisdom, right? The wisdom of God, to leave an inheritance for our children's children's children. So if you're not thinking about future and you're only focused on you in today, in the moment, in the present, then you're doing it all wrong, right? And you don't understand who you are. You don't understand your business. You don't understand the value that you have in your business. Now, you probably don't think that that you can get paid possibly $25,000 for the day. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I've done it. Like, where's that? I don't have the check right now, but I'm just saying, I just cashed a check, a whole check, right? That's worth more than most people get paid for the year. I got paid that for the month, right? doing government contracts. So, and I'm not, I'm not an advocate. I know it may seem like I talk about government contracts all the time. I'm not. It's bigger than that. So the government is the source to where all the money is, right? They make the money, they print the money. It's just the source. They are just the source to help you create wealth, right? But it's about creating the wealth and putting yourself in those positions to where your money is working for you. You have time to live the life and enjoy the wealth while you're making it, right? Because otherwise, what's the point? If like some people, if you've been working for corporate America for 20 years, right? You probably already passed the million, but it took you 20 years to collectively create that million. But you can actually, you actually don't become wealthy. You made some money, but you aren't wealthy until you've made that amount of money in a shorter period of time, right? When you make that type of money in a shorter period of time, then and only then are you wealthy and are you rich and are you profiting? Because guess what? At that point, you have so much money that you don't even have enough bills to spend it on. So guess what? Now you get into what's called the overflow. Yeah, you get into the overflow. And the scripture says, "Come that you have life, and that you should have life more." What? What my Bible scholars? It says more abundantly, right? And the first commandment after God created the heavens and the earth and the animals and the fish and the fowls and divided the lights from the darks and put the stars and the moon in the sky and divided the waters from the land and all those different things. And he created man and breathed his life into man. The first commandment that he gave to man was to what? Go, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and to subdue it and to have dominion over all those things, right? So he told you to go and do some things to multiply, right? When you talk about multiplication, we're talking about abundance. Multiply, not to add, right? You don't want to add a couple dollars. You want to add a couple clients. You want to multiply your wealth. That's the only way to get wealthy, is to multiply. And so government contracts is a tool, right? It's just a tool. It allows you the ability to multiply your revenues as well as multiply your time back. I've never seen it happen in any other industry. I've never seen these things in real estate, and I do some real estate on the side. I've never seen these things happen in multi-level marketing. I've done multi-level marketing. I've never seen these things happen in no other industry except for government contracts. Because guess what? It gives you an infusion of cash influx. I want to say what's up. A shout out to my folks, Derek Smith, just giving you a shout out. So thank you so much for your support and everything, all the love that you give us here at She's Got Goals and empowering entrepreneurs and all that stuff, and for the work that you're doing with your colleagues as well. So anyways, I hope that this was good for you guys. This is how you make more money working less. And I'm gonna tell y'all, today, if y'all thought this was good, like your girl is on fire. I'm just saying because like this is life-changing. Like contracting with the government is life-changing. But just know that for every level, there's going to be a whole new level of different struggles and problems that you will have to solve. So I'm not going to sit here and say once you become exponentially more wealthier than what you are, then all of your problems are going to be solved. No, that's not the truth, right? It's going to solve a lot of your money problems, yes, right? But then it's going to open up a new world of different problems. And some of those problems are going to be taxation, right? Because you have to have some money strategies in place to avoid, minimize, and mitigate the taxes and all that stuff. So all of these other wealthy people problems now become your problems. And those are solvable too. And it's more easily solvable when you have people who's done it before and can show you how to navigate through that system. Because when you're a first generation or first time wealthy person, these things you don't know. You may think you know, but you don't know what you don't know until you know it, right? And so that's why I say, even though coaching is counterintuitive, it's definitely needed, right? Because even myself as a coach, never follow anybody who don't have a coach, because what their limitations are that's as far as you can grow as to what their limitations are. Every follower needs a leader, and every leader needs to be following someone who's higher than where they are as well. So anyway, so today, you guys, I'm going to be doing a free masterclass. What did I say? Free. How much is it going to cost you? Settle. Free. I don't do this very often at all. because I believe that every person should have some skin in the game. It's the end of the year. We're looking to help more people. We're doing a free masterclass today. If you go to govconmasterclass.com, I'm gonna try to type it in the chat. Let's see if I can do that really quick. So if you go to govconmasterclass.com, that's what it is. So I just typed that right there. govconmasterclass.com. You can register for my free masterclass. Now, on this masterclass, I'm going to do something that I've never done before. I'm going to show you guys 3 secrets that I've never revealed that can show you how to hack your way through government contracts. So you can have more faster results, so you can have more profits more faster, more freedom more faster, all those different things. These are 3 secrets that I'm going to be revealing on this particular masterclass that I've never shared before. So if you want to learn how to make more money by working less and how this whole thing and why it actually can work for you, join me in the masterclass, govconmasterclass.com. It's happening today at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So happening today, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be sure to lock in to the govconmasterclass.com to go ahead and join because it's going to be fire. I'm just telling y'all, it's going to be fire. And y'all going to hear some tips and some tricks and some insiders information that people don't normally share. So I'm an open book. I'm going to share the information with y'all because I believe the people deserve to know the information. And it's not about knowing, right? When you know the information, will you take action? It's all about that. So where my action takers at? Let me know if you're an action taker. Definitely you want to be an action taker. So Cornelia, say you signed up. govconmasterclass.com. Be an action taker. Take action. I'm telling y'all, if you're here because you want your time back, like nobody wants to work a job in a business. Like, what was the point of leaving your 9 to 5 to start your own 9 to midnight? Because that's what happens as an entrepreneur, right? There is no checkout clock. Why leave your 9 to 5 to go to a 9 to midnight to struggle and barely make ends meet? It does not make any sense. But I'm going to show you how to do it the right way. Yes, you can do this thing the right way so you can actually, work 9 to 11 and still make profits. Now you have more money, more time, more profits, more wealth, more health, more everything. Y'all, this is a season of more. It's the season of abundance. And I'm speaking it over every single one of you that are watching and under the sound of my voice. It's the time to excel in life, excel in profits. It's time to have abundance and to be fruitful and to multiply. And I seal that over you and over your life for generations to come. In the mighty name of Jesus. Yes, I pray that to be true. So govconmasterclass.com. I'll see you guys on the other side. But I just want to give a shout out to all of you who are signed up. Natasha signed up. Monica, Francesca, hello. Alicia Fuller, hello. Who else is here? Cornelius, I see you on the inside. Charlie, Handra, like Jacqueline, all of you all, thank you so much. I love you very much. And I'll see you on the money side, y'all. I'll see y'all on the money side. See you on the money side. See you on the money side. So until then, go be fruitful, multiply, and replenish the earth and subdue it. And then, and only then, will you have dominion. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can actually have more abundance and be fruitful. All right. See you guys on the money side.